also, part of what's going to support that process is finding out, like, what should our activity level actually be? So the holy grail of this is we need to find a solid baseline. What we don't want to have is kind of we're up booming and we're down busting and we're kind of all over the place. So we just don't know, like, where we stand. We don't know whether we should be doing more activity, less activity. One week we're doing loads, next week we're completely wiped out and crashed. We need to have stability. We need to have a kind of foundation that we might gradually build up from. So we might gradually kind of move beyond. But we might also, if we build up from, if we do too much, we drop back to a solid foundation. Not that we build up and we drop back and we're just completely flawed for weeks and weeks on end. So part of building that foundation is getting really honest with ourselves about where we actually are. Like, really how much we can actually do. And we might not like the answer to that question. As I was saying in the previous video, it might be at a lower level than we would want it to be. But we need to find that foundation. And one of the things that can help us do that is to create an activity diary where we track each day how much activity we're actually doing. And, including different forms of activity and how long we're doing them for. So we find the place where we feel solid and we feel stable. Once we've got that foundation, we then want to gradually start to increase. Now, one of the big sticking points I see coming in here is the way people define their baseline and they start to map how much they're going to increase their activity is normally driven by their achiever. And so people often think their baseline's higher than it is, and they often think they can progress more quickly than they can. There are some people that are the other side of that, and they constantly err on the side of caution. So that can happen, but the majority of people tend to be erring on the side of being too positive about it. Now, the thing about positive thinking is if you're unrealistic and you're just like, you're positive it's going to be totally fine, and then you don't sustain it, you're going to crash, and then you're going to feel even more fed up and frustrated, and then you're going to end up more negative. So being unsustainably positive actually results in feeling more negative. So we need to just be real about where you are.